This is example 10 in chapter 1, the Tchaikovsky Concerto Scherzo. I'm talking about two things, really. One that Dorothy Taubman so aptly refers to as choreography of the hands, and that's in this first measure, where we have to alternate the hands back and forth. And if you just look at the, take each hand by itself, you have an octave passage moving this way, a whole tone scale. There can be a little bit of a shape from out a little bit on white to a little bit more in on black. Then the left hand also has a whole tone scale, fingered this way, 4, 3, 2, 1. But the issue here is keeping the hands out of each other's way, hence the term choreography. Those of you who had physics in high school will remember that you can't have two solid objects occupying the same space at the same time. And of course, that's the danger here. So we have to be really clear which hand is on top and which is on bottom. This particular passage works best starting out with the right hand on the bottom. And at this point, they change places. So it's step number 1. In the second measure, what could be quite a nasty little passage, thinking in groups of 6, becomes much easier if we think in groups of 4, making it a hemiola, really, which is turning a two pulse bar into essentially a 3 pulse bar. So in the right hand, the groups are this. Here's the first note of the next group now. First note of the last group. So, and also I put the printed first note, which was originally in the right hand, was a B. I put it in the left hand, so it's really much easier to play that as a chord. That really makes it quite nice. There is another way, and I hope I don't confuse the issue. There's another way to group this. But I pointed out because this is the way the mind works when you start thinking about grouping, and then there can be little subgroupings, sort of an inner grouping. So let's just do the right hand. If I play the right hand like this, here's the first group. That's the starting note of the second group. Now if I add one more note to this group, I have this. And then this last bit is its own group. So it would be this. So that would be another way to group it. Example 10.